Hi guys, I wanted to make this video to let you guys know that my life was recently threatened by a content creator here on YouTube. He also posts content on all of the social media websites, and he's being promoted on all of the social media websites. So there might be a good chance that you know who it is I'm talking about. So this person whom I speak of goes by the name of Fittest Flat Earther. He's also known as Tyler Hansen, and he recently sent me a death threat through Facebook Messenger. So here's what the message said that he sent me. Hey Jake, pleasure to meet you. I would just like to formally introduce myself and let you know I will personally end your sad, pathetic, jealous, lying little existence in this earth if I ever come across that little weasel face of yours in person. Have a lovely day. Oh, and make sure to always look over your back because I'm everywhere. You can tell he was really triggered by the grammatical errors in his death threat. And I think he purposely misspelled the word end so that the death threat wasn't too direct. So it's a bit of a veiled threat, but it's a threat nonetheless. So I reviewed one of his videos in my latest live stream, and I pointed out that I personally do believe that he's purposely pushing disinformation. He's pointing at certain celebrities and claiming that they also play the role of this other celebrity. But then he provides nothing but terrible evidence, and a lot of times his evidence seems to be purposely deceitful. So I watched one of his videos, and he makes the claim that the musician Prince also plays the role of magician David Blaine. Yes, that's right. He claims that 5'2" Prince also plays the role of 6-foot-tall David Blaine. Now, if somebody's going to make this claim that one celebrity plays the role of another celebrity, I'm not going to dismiss that claim immediately. But if there's a 10-inch height discrepancy, I'm going to need to see some extremely solid evidence to support this theory. And I don't see serious evidence coming from this guy. What I do see is that this guy is purposely mixing disinformation into a subject that I talk about quite often on my channel. So I talk about celebrities being replaced on my channel all the time. So when I see someone who appears to be purposely mixing disinformation into the subject and doing it in large quantities, it basically seems like this guy is taking a disinformation diarrhea dump all over the celebrity replacement theory subject. And so, beings that I talk about this sort of thing on my channel, and I take it seriously, I decided to call this guy out in my latest live stream. And that same night, he sends me a death threat through Facebook. So basically what happened in a nutshell is I showed one of his full videos claiming that Prince plays the role of David Blaine, and I reacted to it live, and my audience reacted to it live, and we collectively came to the conclusion that this guy's a liar, and he is indeed purposely pushing disinformation. And so the evidence that he claimed he had was a side-by-side comparison of Prince's face and David Blaine's face.
And where I first go is to my symmetry test and watch the symmetry of this eye here. I mean, it is unmistakable. And I mean, just take a look. I mean, look at that split face there.
And I gotta be honest, I don't think they look like exact replicas of each other. I don't think Prince and David Blaine are dead-on ringers for each other. There's some slight resemblance there, but definitely not enough to say yes, for sure, Prince is David Blaine, just by showing a side-by-side face comparison. So, what I wanted to hear him explain in detail is how Prince, who's a 5'2" man, Prince as everyone knows, is a very short, tiny man, right? A small, skinny, short, tiny man. And so David Blaine is not tiny by any stretch of the imagination. Nobody says, hey, that David Blaine sure is a tiny fella, right? So David Blaine is listed as 6 foot tall, and he looks like he's every bit of 6 foot tall. So of course I want to know, how does 5'2" Prince become 6 foot tall David Blaine every time he has to pretend to be David Blaine on camera?
Now, I know where a ton of people are going to run to right away, and maybe not you guys, but the mainstream when I release this for the general public is the height. And let me just say this. Clearly, there's a height difference. But 2 things. 1, he is literally the master of illusion, so I would not put it past him to literally wear stilts all the time.
So Fittest Flat Earther tells his audience that Prince accomplishes the feat of becoming 6 feet tall by wearing stilts. That's right. He tells his audience that Prince probably, maybe, wears stilts.
So I would not put it past him to literally wear stilts all the time.
He floats the notion that David Blaine is 5'2" Prince walking around in freaking stilts. And then he's got this shit-eating grin on his face. As he points to the picture of Prince and David Blaine over his head. So he's making garbage slop TikTok content with Duper's delight on his face. He literally looks like this in every video. See? Prince? He's David Blaine. See how they look alike? So then he gives one final reason why he thinks that Prince is playing the role of David Blaine. And he knows not everybody is going to buy the excuse that Prince is wearing 10-inch stilts when he pretends to be David Blaine. So he floats another theory that Prince is a fallen angel.
Literally, I think these people are either fallen angels themselves or descendants, where they have the bloodline of the fallen angels. So it's not beyond the realm of possibilities, in my opinion, that they can appear different heights and shapeshift a little.
That's right. Prince is a fallen angel, and he can magically shapeshift and transform into David Blaine in the snap of a finger. So he floats 2 different theories that Prince uses stilts to magically become David Blaine. Or, if you don't like that theory, he's a fallen angel. That's his evidence. So he claims that they look alike, they sound alike, and so therefore Prince must be using stilts and or he's a fallen angel. And his audience eats this up, and he gets hundreds of thousands of views on these videos on some social media platforms. He's on all the platforms, and he's getting promoted and pushed on a daily basis as he pushes this disinformation. So all I did was point out that I don't think Prince is David Blaine, and I personally, honestly, think that this guy, Fittest Flat Earther, aka Tyler Hansen, is a liar. That's right. I think he's a liar. I think he's purposely lying. And I think he's being paid to lie. That's my honest opinion. I think he's a purposely paid liar who's pushing disinformation into a serious subject that I like to talk about on my channel. And he's also referring to himself as Fittest Flat Earther. It appears he's taking the subject of the Earth not being a globe and the subject of celebrities being replaced, which are real subjects that I like to talk about on my channel, and he's infusing both those subjects with a mountain of diarrhea and disinformation. And so I called it out. And since I called it out on a live stream and he caught wind, he decided to send me a death threat through Facebook Messenger. So I immediately posted the death threat once I saw it the next day. I posted it on Facebook for everyone to see and in my community section here on YouTube for everyone to see. And I'm making this video for everyone to see, showing you guys proof this guy did indeed threaten my life with a veiled death threat. He literally said he's gonna end my life, except he purposely misspelled the word end and added a period. So he put the word E.D instead of the word end. Because I guess he's too much of a sissy to send me a real death threat. So he sent me a little bit of a veiled death threat. So not only did he send me a veiled death threat, he has now officially released an apology video on his channel. However, there is no apology directed to me. My name is never mentioned. What he does do is apologize to his own audience for the fact that he drank too much alcohol and said some stuff that he didn't mean to say.
There's two things I always try to be: honest and a man of character. And well, recently I failed at one of those, and I'm going to be honest about it. You see, recently I had family to my house for the first time. Family that hasn't seen eye to eye with me for the past 2 years. And it was a joyous time, a time of celebration. And I partook in some alcoholic beverages, which I normally don't do. And at the end of the evening, I flipped on social media and I came across a video of someone for 4 hours, 4 straight hours, mocking and lying and saying terrible things about me. And while usually I allow the trolls to be background noise and not impact me physically, mentally, or spiritually, the alcohol got me and got the better of me. And I responded unfavorably. And I fully own it and I fully admit it. And I'm just being honest about it because I am a man of character and I am human. And humans make mistakes, especially under the influence of alcohol. It's why it's so evil, and I'll probably never drink again, to be honest. And this is an apology to the person or persons that literally lied and bashed me for 4 hours straight. This is an apology to people who have had my back, people who look to me to be a man of character and to be honest. It's an apology to those I let down, those that look to me for leadership, to those that look at me to do the right thing in all situations. You're the ones I'm apologizing to. You're the ones I let down. You're the ones I'm sorry to. To those seeking truth, you're the ones I've let down. And I sincerely apologize for it from the bottom of my heart. It wasn't a fake account that wrote what I did. It wasn't them lying. I lied about a lot of other things, but not that. But like I always do with mistakes I've made or hard times, I'm not going to let it define me. I'm going to learn from it and make me stronger. I'm going to let it fuel me to keep my eyes on the prize and let the background noise be background noise. I'm going to let it fuel me to keep my eyes on the prize, and the prize is helping people see through the lies so they can find their fearlessness through knowing that our Heavenly Father is real. You're just a spiritual being living here. Is an experience in this meat suit that doesn't define us. It's not, this isn't it. This isn't who we are. It's inside. So I thank the trolls. I thank the liars. I thank the people trying to take me down in the background, because you just give me strength and you don't even know. Let it be a learning lesson for us all. We make mistakes, but the question is, can you own them? Can you be honest about them? Can you admit when you're wrong? I was wrong. I'm admitting it. I have no problem doing that. Life has a funny way, and God's a funny guy sometimes. Here I am making this video, and that car's tire blew, and I just helped them change their tire. She was having a rough day already, and well, I was too, and now we both feel better about humanity. Have a great day, everybody. Learn from your mistakes. Don't dwell on them.
So he didn't apologize to me in the video at all. In fact, he specifically says, I'm not going to apologize to the liar who talked about me for 4 hours straight. He claims I talked about him for 4 hours straight, which is also another lie, because my live stream was only 3 hours And I only talked about him for about an hour. So he's over-exaggerating and lying to his audience in his own apology video, where he doesn't even apologize to me, the guy whose life he threatened to end. So he has heroic music playing in the background of his fake apology video, and every comment from his moronic brain-dead subs is praising him for his apology, saying that he's a big man for apologizing. There's comments saying, "Wow, I accept your apology. It takes a really big man in order to apologize and accept that he was wrong." So he's basically getting high fives from his audience for not apologizing to me for threatening to end my life after I exposed that he's a liar. So now he's profiting and making money off this fake apology video. So I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on. This is the real side of the story, the only side of the story that matters, because it's the actual truth. So any of you guys who might be following this Fittest Flat Earther, Tyler Hansen, the guy's a liar. He posts a lot of stuff that's complete bullshit without any actual evidence. And on top of that, he threatened to end my life and then didn't apologize for it. So there you go. That's what's going on. Just wanted to make this video to let everybody know all the details. So please like, share, and subscribe so that everybody can see what type of person this Tyler Hansen character actually is. And until next time, this is your favorite content creator and mine, Jake the Awake, saying have a nice day, peace out, much love, see ya in the next video.